Hi guys, welcome to week 2. This week we are looking at chapters 4, 5, and 6 in your text. Chapter 4 is literacy and diversity, teaching children with different needs. This chapter describes the impact of shifting demographics and cultural diversity on literacy. It lists ways to help English learners communicate in school. It describes strategies for teaching children with exceptionalities. It also summarizes how to address diversity through differentiated instruction. And it explains the importance of practicing empathy for diversity in the literacy environment. Chapter 5, Early Childhood Language Development from Birth to Age 2, explores various theories about how language develops. It outlines the stages of language development from birth to age 8, and it identifies strategies to help children develop language from birth to age 2. Chapter 6 is language and vocabulary development, preschool through 3rd grade. This chapter describes strategies to enhance expressive and receptive language. It describes a rich literacy classroom environment that will engage children in conversation. Yes, we actually want them talking in the classroom. Chapter 6 describes strategies for developing vocabulary and also describes assessment of children's language development. So there's lots of information in these 3 chapters. Here is the discussion forum rubric that I use to score your forum responses. Forum 2-1. On page 68 of our text, Literacy Development in the Early Years. Leslie Morrow states, there are numerous strategies for attending to ELs in the classroom. Many of these strategies are effective in promoting literacy for all students. Good literacy practice is good practice for all. Well, the same can be said for many strategies with children who have learning differences. React to these statements and give examples of strategies from your readings that support your position. And please reference those. Be sure to include some strategies that are new and interesting for you. Forum 2-2 is about scaffolding. What does it mean to scaffold children? And provide an example that would scaffold language development. Now I want to remind you that your initial post is due by Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. and your responses to peers for each question are due Saturday by 11:59 p.m. You have your quizzes that are also due by Saturday at 11:59 p.m. And this week, you have an article review assignment. You're to choose an area of interest from one of the 6 topics that are listed: ELLs, gifted learners, learning disabled learners, ADHD or ADD learners, physically impaired learners, and literacy inventions. So what you need to do is to research an article on one of the above topics. Review the article in a 2 to 3 page report. And be sure to investigate this topic through the focus of literacy acquisition. And of course, your review should be written in APA 7 style. So I'm expecting to see a reference at the end of your review. Post a copy of the final paper in the assignment link. There is also a rubric that I will use to score, which I highly recommend you self-assess using this rubric before you submit your review. Look in the exemplary column. And you're looking at this topic through literacy acquisition. If you have any questions, please email me. I also want to talk about your assignment for week 5. Assume that parents are willing to attend a parent literacy training workshop, and you're given topics to choose from. The topics are teaching children with special concerns, language and vocabulary development, strategies to figure out words, developing comprehension of text and concepts about books, writing, spelling, and literacy development, and motivating reading and writing. So pick one of those topics, and you're going to, first of all, share how you will invite the parents and provide an environment that will encourage their attendance. So if you're going to send an invitation to them, this is going to be part of what you submit to me. I want to see the actual invitation. You will need to describe the topic of your workshop to your parents. You will need to include examples of a handout you would distribute and an evaluation form that you would give the parents so they can evaluate your workshop. You're going to describe an activity that you would do with the parents. You're going to talk about how you would make accommodations if these parents don't use English as their first language. And you can also talk about families who are challenged by factors caused by poverty. So there's several things that you need to include with the week 5 workshop. Please start thinking about this now. These chapters 4, 5, and 6 give you lots of information that you can include in these workshops. Please don't wait until the last week to start thinking about this assignment. Start early so if you have questions, we can address those. Again, if you have questions, please email me. Thank you.